Okay, good afternoon and welcome back. So, friends, as I was talking about the shifting of the pressure bed, one question I got from one of our friend here saying that whether sir ITCZ is shifting of ITCZ is the only been the impact of this. No, see that shifting of ITCZ, if this particular point is coming, like shifting of ITCZ influence which climate very much, that is monsoon climate. Always you remember, and in this case because of shifting of the ITCZ and respective shifting of the subtropical high pressure also. Two pressure belts are there, they are shifting. Subtropical high also is shifting, that is the cause of this type of, what you call modification in the rainfall pattern. Okay, यहाँ पे दोनों का फैक्टर रहेगा ITCZ shifting plus subtropical high pressure belt, how it is shifting. Both the factors you need to see. Both high subtropical high pressure and the shifting of the ITCZ, both you need to see. And here Mediterranean climate, not only Mediterranean, steppe, China, British, Siberia and Laurentia, these six climates, they are affected by this. These six climates are there. So out of these six climate, as you know, we have like winter rainfall is there in British, more in British and Mediterranean. Mediterranean climate, this is winter rainfall because of the dominance of westerlies wind here. That is what I have just said, and I hope you got this idea. Let us now move on to the natural vegetation of this region. What is the natural vegetation? Natural vegetation. These regions we have the vegetational, like the deciduous, temperate, deciduous vegetation. Temperate deciduous vegetation. Temperate deciduous vegetation we have, and specifically this trees has long roots. And thick bark. Bark they are thick. खाल जो छाल जो होता ना पेड़ की, द ट्रीज की जो स्किन होता है, जो बार्क होता है, थिक बार्क, लॉन्ग रूट्स एंड थिक बार्क. Okay. Now this is here is the vegetational type. The most dominant vegetation here is definitely it is the olive, then the cork oak. Cork oak and olive they are. Then you have this region also known for the vegetation, even citrus fruits cultivation is there, citrus vegetation also there. Citrus fruits, this is not under vegetation as such, this is like a generally very suitable, so plantation crop is there in this region. Citrus fruits, so there is orange, lemon, but trees you will get like some thorny vegetation like orange, lemon, there you will get it. Orange and lemon. Mostly orange and lemon you will find out this. Cork oak, citrus fruits, orange, lemon, etc. So this type of vegetational growth here, it is like height of the tree is moderate height trees, moderate height trees you have. Okay, there you have this type of vegetation. If I'll go for the people and economy, here most of the people they are dependent on plantation agriculture. Plantation agriculture is the most important occupation of the people, especially what is that? Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits. So you have orange, you have lemon, and you have grapes. Orange, lemon and grapes. Orange, lemon and grapes. All these things are there: citrus fruits, orange, lemon, and grapes. Moderate height trees you have, plantation agriculture there are, citrus fruits like orange, lemon, and grapes you have, mostly will cultivate here. So vineyards, grapes, so vineyards, grapevines, grapevines, they are like cultivated in these regions, and it is very dominant in the entire temperate part of the Mediterranean region. So like here, wine production and fruit juice, they are very popular here of these regions. So agro-based industry, food processing industry, food processing and fruit processing, unit you will get here. Then you have also the, in these regions itself you have food and fruit processing is there, and also wine manufacturing is there, distillery units, then cosmetics, from the oil and pulp of from the citrus fruit seeds oil, whether it is lemon oil or you have oranges seeds oil, as well as the pulp of the fruits, they are useful for cosmetics. Distillery units, you have wine manufacturing and different processes through which we usually they process this. These are like very famous, these are very famous, in fact, very well known in these regions. Agro-based industry in these regions, very well known. Food processing, fruit processing, distillery, cosmetics, etc. I hope it is clear to you. Now this is all about this particular climatic region. Now we will move on to steppe climatic region. So after Mediterranean, human activities, wide range of citrus fruits they cultivate in these regions, and these there. Okay. Now I will go for steppe climate. Steppe climate, other name is warm, temperate, central margin, or central continental, warm, temperate, central continental type of climate. Warm, temperate, central continental, you know it, this climate. Best developed over Eurasia at the Russia, Central Asia, and Eastern Europe regions. Russia, Central Asia, and Eastern Europe region, and in and around Caspian Sea, Ural mountain regions to Caspian Sea, the entire zone, we have best developed for the steppe climate. Steppe climate, it is an intermediate climate. It is an intermediate climate between the Siberian and intermediate climate between the Siberian and intermediate climate between the Siberian climate and which part? It is an intermediate climate between Siberian and savanna. If I will go for the location here, it is best developed, as I said, in that region. Let us see, between 30 to 45 degree latitude, wide continental area with more east west extent, wide continental area with more east west extent, okay, at the central part of the continent between 30 to 45 degree latitude. Here you have this type of climate. Again I am saying wide continental area with more east west extent at the continental part of the continental part or central part of the continent between 30 to 45 degree latitude, central part of the continent, wide continental area. This is the wide continental area, okay, wide continental area between these. So these are a very important one point here. So it is best developed in Eurasia, I told you. So where you will find out location wise. So first is Eurasia, I said Central Asia, Eastern Europe and Russia. Second point is North America, prairie region, South America, that is Argentina plain, okay. This is here is they have different name here. ये जो prairie regions है, prairie region जो है बोला कि ये Great Plain of USA. Let me do one thing. Let me write down 3 points here. ये region of the continent, then you have a region or location, then you have the area of what you call steppe, name of the steppe, climatic condition here. Steppe का क्या नाम है? Actual name of steppe is that, what is that name of the steppe region? Different peculiar names you have here. Some peculiar name you have. Example I am giving you. This is known as in Eurasia known as steppe. This is here in North America known as prairies. This is here South America known as pampas. Steppe grassland करते हैं. This is fourth one. In Europe it is in Hungary. In Hungary it is known as the Pustaj. In Hungary, it is called as the Pustaj. Next one in Australia. Australia, it is Murray Darling River Valley. Murray Darling River Valley, Australia. This is here is called as the Murray Darling River Valley Downs. Downs here, Australia. South Africa. In South Africa, it is in Africa. In Africa, it is South Africa. In Africa, it is in South Africa. In South Africa, the region here is called as, this region is called as Veld grassland area. Okay, even in Oceania, it is New Zealand. In New Zealand, it is called as Canterbury. And in Asia, it is in China. It is called as, this is your Manchuria. I hope it is, these are the most important steppe regions of the world. Most important steppe regions of the world. Eurasia, Central Asia, Eastern Europe, Russia, these are the steppe regions. North America, Great Plains of USA, prairie regions. South America, Argentina Plain, Pampas region. Europe, you have Hungary, Pustaj regions. Australia, Murray Darling River Valley, Downs. In Africa, South Africa, it is known as Veld. In Oceania, New Zealand, it is known as Canterbury. And in Asia, China, particularly Manchuria. So these are the most well-known few of the grassland regions. In fact, these are temperate grassland regions. These names are of temperate grassland here. This is the continent, this is the region where you have this type of climate is found. तो ये जो climate है यही सब regions में मिलते हैं और कहीं पे नहीं है. These are the regions where you have this type of climatic conditions you will find. Okay. So as I said about distribution, now I will go for the climatic characteristics. Climatic characteristics. Climatic characteristics. What is there in this climate? Climatic characteristics you will see. See, in this type of climate, in the steppe climate, as we know, it is a continentality here. So influence of sea is not there, oceanic influence is not there. Continentality dominates, no influence of the ocean. Ocean का कोई influence नहीं है. Here you have annual range of temperature. That is summer and winter, the range of temperature is very high. Range of temperature is very high. Okay, annual range of temperature is high. High annual range of temperature you have here. I mean, Okay, here is a question I got. I want to know if there are any challenges or problem faced by the people of Mediterranean climate region, same as I mentioned before for the other climate. Okay, okay, yes, yes. We need to see challenges जो है ना Mediterranean climate में. Let us that we left that point, so we can have certain things. Yes, it is important one. आगे at the end let me add these things. Okay, क्लास के बाद आप जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है कर लेंगे. क्लाइमेटिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स देखो यहाँ पे कॉन्टिनेंटलिटी डोमिनेट्स नो इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द ओशियन वेरी लेस देयर इज नो इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द ओशियन एट ऑल सो इसीलिए क्या होगा एनुअल रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर इज वेरी हाई ओके नो मेरीन इन्फ्लुएंस नाउ व्हाट हैपन हियर मतलब समर और विंटर दो है ना टेम्परेचर वेरिएशन देयर समर मैक्सिमम रेनफॉल समर मैक्सिमम रेनफॉल average rainfall is around 50 degree 50 centimeter annual rainfall is around 50 centimeter 50 to 65 70 centimeter ही रहता है 50 cm के आसपास बेटर रहता है 50 cm rainfall so you have precipitation rainfall is around 50 centimeter You got it? The as I said, no influence of the ocean जो बोला मैं यहाँ पे देखो no only one region where bit of मतलब थोड़ा बहुत जो है bit of influence may get that is in the Pampas area but very less that is an exceptional case because of some local condition you have but in general the continentality of this climate will be there continentality है थोड़ा ज़्यादा okay it is there so as we have in our material we have written there are a bit of maritime influence in case of what you call South America Pampas because Pampas has vast area plain area but if you see this continentality is there inside influence है बहुत ही minimal influence है थोड़ा बहुत बारिश होता है इसलिए but 50 cm तक बारिश है सो ये नेचुरल वेजिटेशन कैसा होगा नेचुरल वेजिटेशन अच्छा एक है समर मैक्सिमम रेनफॉल ओके समर मैक्सिमम रेनफॉल समर में ही जो बारिश होगा समर में होगा एंड नेचुरल वेजिटेशन कैसे होंगे बिकॉज रेनफॉल इज लेस हियर यू हैव ट्री लेस grassland okay soft and short height grasses you have here treeless grassland soft and short height grasses you will find here so natural vegetation is completely different here again I am saying this is here you will have the treeless grassland we have the treeless grassland okay the grassland here is completely different treeless grassland I said soft and short height grasses okay and because of this these are nutritious grasses most suitable for as fodder नेचुरल विजन इतना है ह्यूमन एंड इकोनॉमी चलते हैं ह्यूमन एंड इकोनॉमी आई सेड न्यूट्रिशियस ग्रासेस मोस्ट सुइटेबल फॉर एज ए फॉडर सो डेयरी फार्मिंग is an important activity occupational activity of people Dairy farming is an important occupational activity of the people. Nutritious grasses most suitable as fodder. So dairy farming is an important occupational activity of people. Dairy farming is an important occupational activity of people. I hope you got this. Dairy farming is the most important occupational activity of the people, I said. This is here and nowhere else you will find out. Like there is of course British climate where you have bit of this, but और क्या है? This climate and soil type of steppe region is most suitable for wheat cultivation. So it is called as bread basket of the world. Bread basket of the world. So it is called as particularly bread world किसको कहते हैं पता है? Bread basket of the world. Especially prairies of USA. Prairies of USA is called as bread basket of the world. So much of production it has having. It is more production and well known for bread basket of the world because of more production. Prairies of USA. This climate and soil type of steppe region is most suitable for wheat cultivation. So it is called as bread basket of the world, especially prairies of USA, especially the prairie regions of USA, right? So this is the case here. So human usually have mechanized wheat cultivation, wheat and maize cultivation, mechanized wheat cultivation, wheat and maize cultivation. This is there as a fodder as well as a food. Food and fodder both it is. Very well known for this. Food and fodder both. Now in these regions, in fact, if you will see, the people of this region, nomadic herding, some people also go for nomadic herding. In Central Asia by what are the people here in Central Asia, you will see, by Kazakh, Kyrgyz, Tajik people. Kazakh, Kyrgyz and Tajik people. They move from one place to another place with their herds. Horses they take mostly. Okay, Kazakh people, Kyrgyz people, then you have, I said, Tajik people, you will get them even north of, these people have these particular regions, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, these regions. Some of the people here, even in the Gobi Mongols of Gobi Desert and nearby Mongols, they also nomadic herders. Mongols, these are the tribe here, Mongols of Mongolia. In Mongolia, also you have part of this grassland. You have Mongolia, also you have grassland. In the grassland of Mongolia, you have the Mongol people who are also nomadic herdings. They are also associated with nomadic herdings. These people also. Okay. Hope it is clear. Right. We will see now about this climate, as I said, human and economic aspect. What are the challenges and problems? Challenges and problems of this region. Challenges and problems. First and most important thing is this region overgrazing and soil erosion. Second is increasing aridity and desertification due to unscientific agriculture, unscientific food grain or agricultural practices. Agricultural practices. Increasing aridity and desertification due to unscientific agricultural practices. Overgrazing and soil erosion is one factor. Overgrazing and soil erosion is also one factor. Increasing aridity and unscientific aridity and desertification due to the unscientific agricultural practices. This is also a major cause. Okay. Another challenge or problem here is like dominance of food grain production. Dominance of food grain production and improper, there is like there is no weightage and no weightage for what? Dominance of food grain production and no weightage for other crops. यहाँ पे क्या है कि this is a problem here. This leads to monoculture. One type of single type of crop only we cultivate here. And agriculture, if you look at it, is associated with no doubt dairy farming also. Dairy farming is very limited, not very widely extensive. So problem में ये सब है. Now overgrazing is a great problem. Soil erosion is there because of this. Increasing wasteland of aridity recently due to unscientific practices and increase in the agricultural wasteland is there. Increase in agricultural wasteland. Increase in the agricultural wasteland. increase in the agricultural wasteland is another problem. Okay, these are the major things. Right, this is all about your climatic type of Central Asia and all the region. As I said, this is about the steppe climate. Steppe climate region is most suitable for wheat cultivation. Okay, but again, this is only suitable for wheat, not for most of the crops we cannot cultivate. Only rabi crop can cultivate it here. Mostly rabi crop. Okay, next climatic type. After this, we will go for China type of climate. Otherwise, we can say this as we can warm, temperate, eastern margin climate. Eastern margin climate. Warm, temperate, eastern margin climate. Warm, temperate, eastern margin climate. This climate is found at the eastern margin between 30 to 45 degree. Generally found between 30 to 45 degree latitude at the eastern margins of the continents. Generally found between 30 to 45 degree at the eastern margins of the continent. Okay. So it is found between 30 to 45 degree latitude at the eastern margins of the continent. In both the hemisphere, you will find out. Okay. Best developed over the eastern China coast. Okay. It is also found in South Africa at Natal region, so called as Natal climate. Natal climate and Gulf of चलिए another one second next one करते हैं. In North America, China type of climate is found in North America. If you see in North America, the China type of climate is found in which region? In North America, China type of climate is found in Gulf of Mexico region. And is called as Gulf climate. Gulf climate. So it has a Natal climate is a name, Gulf climate is another name. Gulf climate North America, natal climate is South Africa. Okay, so they are different name. Okay. Now, these regions I have just said, it is also found, for an example, in Australia, as well as it is found in South America. You can see here, this is monsoon climate. This one here is monsoon climate. And rest entire region here, this zone here. China type of climate. China type of climate here. In South America, I have China type of climate. In Australia, I have China type of climate. In Africa, I told you, natal region, you have natal climate. North America, I told you, found in USA as Gulf climate. These are the characteristics here of this climatic type. I hope you got it. Okay. In this type of climate, in fact, it is also called a temperate monsoon climate. This climate is called as temperate monsoon climate. You know why? It is also called as temperate monsoon climate or maritime climate. Due to more impact of ocean or maritime environment. Okay, so this is there. Is it okay? Yeah, I got few questions from you people. So the question series related with earlier one also. We'll have this later on. You see, it is also called as the temperate monsoon climate or otherwise known as maritime climate due to more impact of the ocean or maritime environment. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. Okay, so this region, this type of area, it is greatly influenced by what climatic condition if you will see of this region. This climate is temperate monsoon, I said, because of the heating and cooling of differential heating and cooling of the ocean and continent. It has greatest maritime influences here. Rainfall, distribution of rainfall throughout the year. Why? Because of the more and more influence of the ocean. Note down here. ये जो climate है, if you look at worldwide even, they are greatly influenced by the ocean current also. So, it receives a rainfall for almost 8 to 9 months in a year. Okay, due to the impact of A, warm oceanic currents, and B, easterly wind. Let us see how it is. आप दुनिया में कहीं पे भी देखो, ये जो मैप I can show you here. China type of climate, here in China it is more, this region you have. See, this region has, if you look at your ocean current map, you will find out there is Kuroshio current. कौन सा है? Kuroshio warm current is there. Here if you will see, it is a current known as, this side you have, which current is there? East Australian current. East Australian current is warm current. Here you have same way Natal climate के लिए Mozambique current or the Mozambique current or Madagascar current. Here you have, or what you call Mozambique current or Agulhas current. Here it is. In this case you have Brazil current. So ऐसा warm current है. यहाँ पे Gulf Stream है, Gulf of Mexico और Gulf Stream. So they are influencing a lot. All they are influencing. Let me draw this and let you know. Particularly हम इसको देखते हैं पहले. दोनों बताया था ना. If I'll go for this, here is a ocean current. कौन सा ocean current है ये? Brazil warm current. Here is a ocean current. What is this? East Australian current. East Australian current. Next one we can have in China coast. We have in China coast, in China and Japan coast, which current is there? मैंने कहा अभी warm Kuroshio current. in North America, USA coast. Here it is, Gulf Stream. There is a warm Gulf Stream here you have. In African coast, you have Mozambique and Agulhas Current. Mozambique and Agulhas Current. Mozambique and Agulhas Current. Okay, these are the ocean current here in these regions. Very important these ocean currents are. Very important these ocean currents. They play a very important role. And I have already shown you earlier in the diagram, if you remember that box which you have done. Look at here. In this box, see, during the summer season, ये समुद्र से आ रहा है ना ये, summer season में देखो, coming from the ocean, the wind is coming from the ocean in the summer season. So it is definitely summer rainfall. क्या है, easterly wind है या westerly wind है? From east is coming, so easterly wind है. It is coming from the east, so easterly wind. So in the summer season influenced by easterly, that's why rainfall because of easterlies. Winter season में कैसा है बताओ, ये ऐसे जा रहे हैं. Will it give rainfall in the winter? No. But strong winter में नहीं होता है ये, मगर क्योंकि ओशियनिक करंट, वार्म ओशियनिक करंट है तो थोड़ा बहुत बारिश होते, इसलिए बोला मैं 8 to 9 month of rainfall. Warm oceanic current has influence, so bit of rainfall we have, 8 to 9 month rainfall because of warm oceanic current. As well as ये तो 3 महीने 4 महीने तो ये हो गया, और 2-3 महीने आ जाते हैं, 2-4 महीने और जो है, दिस इज लाइक 3 to 4 month होगा यहाँ बारिश ये, और बाकी वार्म करंट से 4 to 5 month है. बाकी जो रह गया टाइम, उस टाइम बारिश नहीं हो पाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि द विंड इज ब्लोइंग फ्रॉम द कॉन्टिनेंट टू द ओशियन. Wind is blowing from the continent to the ocean. This is the cause. So you got it. These are the cases for this particular climatic type, China type of climate. What type of vegetation you will have now? What type of vegetation for the China type of climate then? Vegetation, natural vegetation here. क्या होगा यहाँ वेजिटेशन बताइए. What type of vegetation you will have here? Rainfall is there almost throughout the year for that region. Softwood also there and hardwood also. Deciduous, profound and lowland, like the tropical monsoon you have here, like natural vegetation, temperate deciduous vegetation with some evergreen trees. Temperate deciduous vegetation with some evergreen tree. कुछ evergreen tree है होगा. Temperate vegetation ज़्यादा होते हैं. Deciduous temperate vegetation you will find. Softwood, we have the softwood here. Pine, oak, okay, they are the tree which will get by natural vegetation में, and some softwood as well as hardwood. These are tree you will find out here, natural vegetation. Mostly it is known for, if you look at human and economy अगर देखेंगे यहाँ पे कुछ ज़्यादा height of the tree is less, height of the trees is less than 30 meters. No luxuriant growth vegetation, but there is vegetation. Okay, next one, human and economy. Human and economy. Human and economy part now. This climatic region, in this climatic region, people have mostly depends on the agriculture, food grain, pulses. You have food grain as well as pulses. You have here food grain as well as pulses. दोनों को दोनों मिलता है यहाँ पे. फूड ग्रेन भी होता है और पल्सेस भी होते हैं. Agriculture, food grain and pulses you have. If you look at this particular part, like agriculture, food grain and pulses you have. Anyway, so agriculture is the most important activity of the people here. Animal rearing is very less in these regions. Okay, people also cultivate tobacco, also there is cash crop like tobacco, even tea, cash crop tobacco, plantation crop tea. In the heavy rainfall regions, plantation crop like क्या होगा यहाँ पे टी होता है. Tea is a plantation crop of these regions. Okay, tea is a plantation crop of this region, which you will find in this particular area. So these are the things which you will find out in these regions, nothing else. So these are, as I just tried to mention, that these are the people's occupation or all this. Let me now finally look at challenges and problem in this region. Challenges and problem. Number one, that is this region, like the earlier one, here is a question. Okay, I'll take our question, don't worry. challenges and problem if you'll see, what are the major challenges and problem? पहला है there is dominance of food crop, tropical crop. Okay, so repeated cultivation of food crop leads to decline in soil fertility. See that crop rotation is needed. Crop rotation they are not doing. Crop rotation is needed, which is not there. Crop rotation, because more demand, highly densely populated region here. This region is like transformation or rapidly changing or quickly changing land use pattern from forest land to agricultural practices. Depleting the forest area. Forest area is depleting very fast because of large area under agricultural practices in these zones. People are rapidly changing land use pattern from forest land to agricultural practices, depleting the forest area. It is depleting the forest area. Okay, one of the greatest problem is here. Rapidly changing land use pattern from forest land to agricultural practices, depleting the forest area. ये इकोलॉजिकल जो प्रॉब्लम है ना, बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है यहाँ पे. Great problem, ecological problem which is going on in these regions. Greatest problem here. There is no such any other things in these regions. Now I'll take you one of your question here related with this topic. No specific tribe even in these regions which can be studied here. एक चीज है, here you are saying how is the meat industry of this, which region talking about? Meat industry is there, in the your steppe region we have there is animal rearing in there. How onshore wind will give rainfall in the China Japan coast during the winter? Please clarify. Yes, let me clarify it. देखो ये मैंने आपको ये लिखा था ना, चाइना वार्म क्यूरोशियो करंट, जापान, ये जो क्यूरोशियो करंट है, ओशियन करंट व्हेनेवर फ्लोज एट द कोस्ट, ये वार्म करंट है ना, whenever it is flowing at the coast, what is happening? They are changing the pressure condition of that region. देखिए आप, ये है आपका, here you have Japan, here China. The current is going in this way, warm current. So while it is going in this way, the entire area warm water is going from here to here. So above this you have cloud formation and rainfall is there because of the influence of the warm Kuroshio current. You got it now? Due to the impact of the warm Kuroshio current, it is like this. Another question: is there any specific type of tribes? Tribal groups belong to China type of climate, as sir mentioned earlier for other climate. No. We don't have such type of major climatic type, okay, on this particular regions. So this here is a very important point here to know about. Okay, आपको ये पता होना चाहिए एक चीज ये कि यहाँ पे ट्राइब तो है बट ट्राइब का इतना ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं है, तो कोई एक स्पेसिफिकली कोस्टल एरिया में ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. फाइन, आई विल नाउ मूव ऑन टू यहीं पे क्लाइमेट रीजन को, यहीं वी विल स्टॉप इट हियर. क्लाइमेटिक रीजन I will now move on to another important topic, mapping. I told you, I promised you that today we'll go for mapping. Okay. So before that, I'll take up all your questions, then I'll go for mapping. आपका कुछ question है. One question here is some good question also I got. Yes. First question. Sir, yesterday you said that the hot, wet equatorial climatic region experiences the double rainfall peak in March and September, coinciding with the equinox. But the chapter 15 of G.C. Liang geography book is mentioned that April to October. My friends, March and September during which the sun is overhead. So, convectional instability will be more. And the process of convectional instability, then you have the cloud formation, all this takes 3 to 5 days, right? Now, if the area is located on the equator itself, then within 5 days, I mean if it is on 23rd, then by 28th, 29th or 30th, you will get it. The rainfall will be there. But the G.C. Liang has taken up a particular part, which is like the cities which they have taken is away from the equator. It is away from the equator, so definitely there will be differences here. Away from the equator, दूर अगर होगा इक्वेटर को तो टाइम थोड़ा लैग रहेगा उस पर, वही टाइम लेगा. आप ठीक से पढ़ो उस पर. इट इज गिवन मार्च और सितंबर इस जगह पे अप्रैल और अक्टूबर लिखा है क्योंकि इक्वेटर से थोड़ा दूर है. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, इट टेक्स टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. ओके, इट इज ए टाइम लैग इज बिकॉज ऑफ कन्वेक्शनल इंस्टेबिलिटी इन व्हिच टेक्स टाइम. Why does least rainfall occur as the June and December solstices in the hot, wet equatorial climate? Least rainfall at the June and December. You see, in the June summer solstice है, पूरे ऊपर होगा 23.5 डिग्री नॉर्थ में सन. इन December winter solstice यानी कि it completely at the southern 23.5 डिग्री साउथ ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न में होगा. So definitely away from the equator से होगा ये. Because it is away from the equator, farthest from the equator at that time, the convectional instability will be less. That is the cause. Okay. Third question is, what is the monsoonal pattern of rainfall in the hot, wet equatorial climatic region? Monsoonal pattern of rainfall in the hot, wet equatorial climate. See, there is modification of this, like summer have maximum rainfall. That is monsoonal pattern of rainfall. कुछ जगह पे है ऐसा. वो exceptional cases है. Another questions you have. I hope you got it. Why there is always high pressure in the desert, even if ये तो आप आंसर दे दिया मैं. What are the problem and challenges of hot desert climate? The greatest problem and challenges in the hot desert climate is desertification. सबसे बड़ा problem है desertification. Okay. And the second problem there is because abnormality of the climate, like El Nino phenomena. Abnormality of the climate leads to even sometimes rainfall in these regions, and this rainfall leads to flash flood. Climatic abnormality in the recent time is very dominant. मैं जब El Nino पढ़ाऊंगा, I think after 3 days we will have El Nino and La Nina. We will discuss about how they are having impact on the desert also. Desert regions, this is a problem nowadays. Okay. Is there a relationship between the fair color of one color tone of the people in the Mediterranean regions? Racial traits are dependent on the climate. Melanin pigmentation is there. Yes, there is a relation on this. This is because of their climatic condition. If Adelaide area has Mediterranean climate, then why Tasmania doesn't have? Tasmania is completely influenced by westerly wind, so it has British type of climate. Tasmania British climate होता है क्योंकि पूरी तरह से westerly से ये प्रभावित है throughout the year. Shifting of ITCZ is the major cause of type of characteristics of Mediterranean climate. No, major characteristics or cause of the climate of Mediterranean region is shifting of not only ITCZ but also the subtropical high pressure. I want to know whether there are any challenges or problems faced by people of Mediterranean climatic region. Yes, let us see now. challenges and problems associated with challenges, please note down this, challenges and problems of Mediterranean climatic region, Mediterranean climatic region. क्या चैलेंजेस है बताओ तो. अभी तो नाउ डेज इन न्यूज ऑलवेज इट इज ग्रेटेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इज फॉरेस्ट फायर. मुझे बताओ व्हाई देयर इज फॉरेस्ट फायर. कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाई फॉरेस्ट फायर इज मोर कॉमन इन दिस रीजन्स? Greatest problem of Mediterranean climate is forest fire. Yes. Anyone? देखो, I told you that the Mediterranean region summer dryness, winter rainfall. आपको याद है ड्राई समर? यस, वेरी गुड. ड्राई समर एंड मॉइस्ट विंटर. ड्राई समर है और मैंने आपको दो चीज बताया. मैंने वेजिटेशन को देखो, एक तो हो गया कि वी हैव ए ड्राई समर एंड द ट्री हैज थिक बार्क. उसका जो खाल है ना, जो स्किन है ट्रीज की, और द वट एवर योर बार्क, दिस इज हियर इज थिक बार्क, ड्राई समर एंड दो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो क्या होगा बताओ? थिक बार्क इफ इट इज देयर ड्राई समर. ट्रीज आर थिक बार्क एंड दिस वन. एग्जाम्पल दे देते हैं. व्हाट द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस ट्रीज हियर? एग्जाम्पल दो. ओक ट्री. कौन सा ओक है? कॉर्क ओक. देन थर्ड वन इज oily trees, oily and dry trees, oily and dry woods. पर्टिकुलरली आपका ऑलिव जो है ना, ऑलिव ट्री जो है, ऑलिव ट्री, ड्राई ऑलिव ट्री अगर हो गया और इस पे लेमन हो और ऑरेंज हो, ये ऑयली होता है. सो वंस देयर इज लाइक in the summer season while जब local wind blows, and it is also influenced by the local wind also there. एक influence of impact of dry local wind, dry hot and dry local wind, ये भी एक है. local winds are there, hot and dry local winds. okay, आपको ये जो पॉइंट बोला अभी देखिए, फर्स्ट ड्राई समर है, सेकंड थिक बार्क है, थर्ड ऑयली है, फोर्थ इज लोकल विंड इज हॉट एंड ड्राई. सो व्हेनेवर दिस विंड ब्लोज देयर इज फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन द ड्राई ट्विग्स ऑफ द ट्रीज, ब्रांचेस ऑफ द ट्रीज, एंड इस पे क्या होगा? फायर एंगल्फ विद दिस. द मोमेंट फायर इज देयर, बिकॉज इट हैज थिक बार्क, इट इज इनसाइड, इंटरनल कंबशन होता है, अंदर अंदर जलता रहेगा. आपने देखा होगा, अच्छा आप लोगों में कुछ तो एक्सपीरियंस लोग भी होंगे, स्मोकिंग भी करते होंगे, है ना स्टूडेंट, बट इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर यू, लेट मी टेल यू. सो ठीक है, इफ यू डोंट स्मोक, वेरी गुड, नाइस पीपल, बट कोई अगर स्मोक करता है, देखा होगा आपने, सिगरेट स्मोकिंग कर रहा है, हियर यू हैव द टोबैको. जब तक ये जलता है तो पता नहीं चलता है, वाइल यू विल हैव लाइक वो खींचेगा जब ना, तब जाके यहां पे आग लगता है, देखा होगा आपने. लाइकवाइज जैसे हस्क होता है, हस्क, राइस का जो हस्क होता है, पेडी हस्क, हस्क में अगर आग लगा है पता नहीं चलेगा, बट वेन एवर देयर इज विंड, थोड़ा सा अगर हवा आ गया, देन व्हाट विल हैपन हियर, whenever there is wind, what happen in that case? If there is wind in a particular regions, the immediately forest will engulf in that, fire will engulf in that one, immediately आग लग जाएगा वहां पे, होता है ना. Same way, dry summer, conducive environment for this. Tree has thick bark, favorable condition for the friction. Then you have the internal combustion. Then you have oily and dry wood. Immediately it will engulf fire. Fire वहां पे ज्यादा होगा. Impact of hot and dry local wind also, they catalyze the process. This is the major cause. Here is a very interesting, one of your friends is saying, minimum heat is needed for firing because of dry and hot local wind blows, friction will be there. Yes, absolutely correct. These are the factor. एक बार जल गया, अगर हवा नहीं है, अंदर ही रह गया, if there is wind will blow, it will have flame, and this is the major cause here of more forest fire in this region. So, Mediterranean region is prone to forest fire. Mediterranean vegetation is prone to forest fire. You remember this. And this is what I was telling you, and hope you got it. Mediterranean region जो है forest fire को prone है. These are the questions whatever you have given. I have answered. If you have any other question, please give me, so I'll answer it. Let me now move on to a new topic about mapping. I was saying. So आज आपको और एक कॉन्टिनेंट पे लेके चलेंगे. On that day, we did discussed, as you said, something we haven't completed. As you said that, sir, we have already done South America or Australia किए. Okay, so today we will go for Africa. 2 continents we have done, so we can go for Africa today. Africa को देखिए, please. Now we will open your atlas with Africa map. Map of Africa आप निकालिए. Rest of the climatic type tomorrow I will complete. Okay, it will be almost monotonous for you. You will not enjoy. वो क्या है कि थोड़ा सा फैक्ट हो जाता है कहीं पे तो अच्छा नहीं लगता है. Conceptual things we are doing also concept, but I want your complete participation. Please let us go for the mapping part. देखिए आप, and you are requested to draw with me these maps. Believe me, I'll train you on drawing all the map of the world map as well as India map. थोड़ा सा मेरे साथ आप भी करें काम, बहुत इजी है and आप लोगों से हो पाएगा. You will able to do this. Let us today travel towards Australia, Africa. Africa में घूमते हैं अभी थोड़ा. Let us go to Africa. Okay, see here. Draw like this. Some basic things I am going to give you. I am going to give you or do some basic things only. You see here, there is a mountain in this part. Can you see that carefully? ये जो माउंटेन है इसका नाम क्या है? Atlas Mountain. Can you see that? Atlas Mountain. और यहाँ पे ये तो है आपका Mediterranean Sea. This is here is Mediterranean Sea. It is the Mediterranean Sea, है ना? And यहाँ पे सिनाई पेनिनसुला है, and this is here is the Red Sea. Okay, this is here is सिनाई पेनिनसुला. क्या है इसको बोलते हैं? सिनाई पेनिनसुला. This is here is सिनाई पेनिनसुला. What is that? SINAI, सिनाई पेनिनसुला. और ये जो ओशियन आप देख रहे हैं, दिस ओशियन विच यू आर सीइंग इज सॉरी रेड सी. दिस इज द रेड सी हियर. ये है आपका रेड सी. ओके, ये रेड सी है. और ये जो आपको ये चैनल है, दिस चैनल इज कॉल्ड एज, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? मोजाम्बिक चैनल. क्या है ये? MOZAMBIQUE, मोजाम्बिक चैनल. चैनल क्या होता है? चैनल इज ए नैरो वाटर बॉडी which separates continent or an island from the mainland. ठीक है, नैरो वाटर बॉडी जो होगा उसको स्ट्रेट भी कहते हैं. थोड़ा वाइड स्ट्रेट एंड डीप, वाइड एंड डीपर स्ट्रेट आर कॉल्ड चैनल. और ये जो यहाँ पे दिस इज हियर इज वन मोर थिंग इज हियर. दिस इज, ये क्या है? माडागास्कर आइलैंड है. व्हाट इज दिस? माडागास्कर. Madagascar island. This is an island here known as Madagascar island. I hope you got it. Now, यहाँ पे भी एक पहाड़ी है. Here also there is a mountain which I was talking to you. ये mountain का नाम क्या है? इसका नाम है Drakensberg mountain. क्या नाम है ये? Drakensberg mountain. What is that? Drakensberg mountain. Drakensberg mountain. This mountain is Drakensberg mountain. You got the Drakensberg mountain here? Okay. Now, पहले हम एक रिवर का बात करते हैं. ये रिवर ऐसे आते हुए, ऐसे होते, ऐसे गया हुआ है, और एक रिवर इधर से ऐसे आते, ऐसे करते हैं. दिस रिवर इज नोन एज, जम्बेजी, sorry, Niger river. ये NIGER, Niger river. This is Benue river, and this combined one is known as also Niger river. ऐसे यहाँ से भी एक रिवर आती है, ऐसे होती है, और यहाँ पे ऐसे एक आती है. दिस रिवर इज नोन एज ऑरेंज रिवर. क्या है ये? ऑरेंज है. एंड दिस इज हियर इज VAAL, वाल रिवर. वाल और ऑरेंज रिवर जाते हैं. देखा कि आपने एटलस में? कैन यू जस्ट हैव ए ग्लैंस ओवर दिस? दीज आर हियर आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्यू रिवर्स एज आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. My friends, whether I have to do mapping or what you have to do based on, I know only one person is given here that written that like please complete this, then you go for mapping. मुझे पता है आपको कितना समझ में आ रहा है. आप लोगों का अकेला आपने एक ग्रुप में दिया है. I am getting lot of SMS from lot of students. So what they are saying बहुत अच्छा है जो मैपिंग के लिए बोला है. ठीक है, so आप करिए. Don't think about whether you are getting the things or not, please. I want you should participate. Tomorrow I'll try my best to have a quiz of whatever we have done. Quiz mean immediately I'll ask you, you need to answer that. Okay, जितना कवर हुआ है. ये क्वेश्चन प्रीलिम में पक्का आ जाते हैं. यू मस्ट हैव सीन दिस सम क्वेश्चन इन द मेंस आल्सो. सो मोनोटोनी होगा, ये देखो, ये कोई बात नहीं. इफ विल हैव वेराइटी ऑफ थिंग्स इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू टू मेमोराइज. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम डूइंग. करिए आप ये. डोंट टेक एनीथिंग इन योर माइंड, जस्ट डू इट व्हाट एवर आई एम डूइंग. प्लीज डू दिस. इवन इफ यू नो, अगर आपको पता है, प्रैक्टिस करिए. ओके, हियर इज a lake and here is another lake. This is Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria. Okay, यहाँ पे Victoria Lake है and here you have Lake Tana. Lake Victoria or Lake Tana. A river is coming like this and river going like this and ऐसे होते हुए forming in this. This is river Nile river. Can you see this? River Nile. Lake Victoria and Lake Tana. Lake Tana है and Lake Victoria that one. Okay. Lake Victoria and Lake Tana. ये दोनों के साथ साथ, you know, from here it is originated and going in this way, finally draining into the Mediterranean Sea. This is the world's longest river known as Nile River. And here another river is there. If you can see, ऐसे आते हुए ऐसे जाती है, जिस रिवर का नाम है कंगो और कंगो रिवर. River Congo is equal to river Zaire. Crosses the equator twice. दो बार इक्वेटर को क्रॉस कर रही है ये कंगो रिवर. एंड यहां से और एक रिवर ऐसे जाके ऐसे जाती है, इसका नाम क्या है? दिस रिवर इज नोन एज Zambezi. Zambezi. Zambezi river. Can you see that? River Zambezi here. इतना याद रखना है हमें. कंगो, नाइजर, नाइल, Zambezi, Orange and Vaal. Okay, this much of river only. याद नहीं होगा इतना, काफी है. माउंटेन में you have two mountain. What is the one? Drakensberg mountain and one is Drakensberg, another one is Atlas mountain. Atlas mountain is a fold mountain, but Drakensberg is a block mountain type. It is a different one. Drakensberg is different from the Atlas, completely different here. We have already drawn, earlier we have already drawn the map of, दीजिए उनका मैप हमने ड्रॉ किया है पहले. इफ यू रिमेंबर, डेजर्ट्स का मैंने कराया था आज. यू रिमेंबर द डेजर्ट. दिस इज हियर इज द रिवर, माउंटेन्स. यू हैव सम प्लेट्यू ऑल्सो. इज इट क्लियर टू यू? यहाँ तक हो जाएगा. आई विल गो फॉर नाउ. प्लेट्यूज ऑफ अफ्रीका. अफ्रीका में कोई प्लेट्यू है क्या, देखते हैं. रिवर एंड माउंटेन्स वी हैव डन. एक माउंटेन जैसा है यहाँ पे. हियर इट इज नोन एज, इधर है माउंटेन कुछ, आपको शायद पता होगा, यहाँ पे है. दिस इज, हियर इज वन माउंट केनिया और वी हैव ए माउंट किलिमंजारो. KILLIMANJARO. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro. Can you see these two? Kenya, Tanzania. Can you see this? Mount Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Kenya and Mount Kilimanjaro. You have like this. Mountains are there. Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa. Africa की highest peak है Kilimanjaro. Okay, Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa. Let us note down few points now about Africa. Africa के बारे में कुछ point और लिखते हैं. And let us do this. First point is Africa is almost divided into two equal parts by the equator. First one. Second is Africa experiences mirror image of climate. Africa experiences mirror image of climate. अफ्रीका में आपको क्लाइमेट की मिरर इमेज जैसा लगेगा, ऐसे देखेंगे. अफ्रीका एक्सपीरियंसेस मिरर इमेज ऑफ क्लाइमेट, आई सेड. मतलब देखिए आप कैसा है. अफ्रीका एक्सपीरियंसेस मिरर इमेज ऑफ क्लाइमेट, आई सेड. हाउ इट इज, आई विल लेट यू नो. हैव यू रिटन दिस? सी हियर. If this is Africa, you have the equatorial climate here, equatorial climate है. You have the monsoon type of climate here, ये हो गया आपका मानसून, ये भी हो गया आपका मानसून. You have the desert type of climate or savanna. Here it is savanna climate. Here also it is like, savanna. देखो आप, ये भी सवाना है, ये भी सवाना है. ये ऊपर का मानसून था, ये भी मानसून है. और अगर ये इक्वेटोरियल है तो इधर भी इक्वेटोरियल है. देखिए आप. नाउ if I'll go for this as the hot desert type, यहां पे भी ये जो है ना, ये hot desert type, this is hot desert type of climate, this is also hot desert type of climate. Here you have Mediterranean climate, this is Mediterranean climate. Here it is Mediterranean climate. Only one difference is there. अच्छा यहां पे देखो, दिस रीजन हैज, कौन सा क्लाइमेट है, नाटाल और चाइना टाइप. This is missing in the north, and this region has another one. A region has steppe climate, which is missing. ये दोनों नहीं है. Steppe and Natal are absent in north, but rest all climatic type are there. So almost mirror image of climate you will find in Africa. Almost a mirror image of climate we will find in Africa. Africa has almost a mirror image of climate. Got it? Almost the mirror image of climate I said is here. Mirror image of climate. Done? Africa is a continent. Equal देखो, ये इक्वेटोरियल, सवाना, हॉट डेजर्ट, मेडिटेरेनियन, मानसून. Now, this is a completely different case. No other continent has this type of mirror image of climate. Because और एक चीज है देखो, यहाँ भी माउंटेन है, इधर भी माउंटेन है इधर. यहाँ पे एक माउंटेन है ना. You have a mountain in this side. Here is the mountain, Atlas. Here also we have a mountain. यहाँ भी mountain एक है. There is a mountain here. But उल्टा है इधर. You have plateau area here. You have also plateau in this side. ये एक plateau है. ये क्या बोलते हैं? Ethiopian Highlander plateau. So let us see again. Climate is clear to you. I hope now it is clear to you people. Climate is clear. आपका जो टेबल बताया था वो टेबल को तो हमने लगाया यहाँ पे. That is the things only. Okay, done. Now one more thing we'll see. See, we have a plateau here, Ethiopian highland, biplateau, this is Ethiopian highland. Can you see this? Ethiopian highland. Got it? In Angola, you have here is like biplateau. Biplateau. Here you have some regions. Do you have the atlas with you in front of this? Can you look at what is the upland here? Katanga plateau है ना? ये क्या है? Katanga plateau. This is Katanga plateau. Katanga plateau is known for copper. कॉपर प्लेटू बोलते हैं, कॉपर और टीन के लिए फेमस है. Bai Plateau is known for bauxite. Ethiopian Plateau is known for coffee plantation. Here coffee. Darfur is located near. Darfur is here. Here you have the Darfur, है ना? Darfur. Might be knowing about this region here. In Sahara, can you tell me the name of this plateau or upland here? अगर प्लेटू है क्या? Aghar plateau. It is a completely residual, because of erosion, low relief plateau is there. Aghar plateau कहते हैं इसको. Aghar plateau, right? So these are the things with the. So now in Africa, you have some lakes also. The lakes are elongated here. I have already told you earlier. Elongated lakes सब है यहाँ पे. याद है ना volcanic faulting के टाइम बताया था मैं. Lake Kivu, Lake Edward, Lake Rukwa, Lake Tanganyika, deepest lake in Asia is Africa is Lake Tanganyika, deepest lake of Africa. अफ्रीका की डीपेस्ट लेक है लेक तंगानिका. ओके, ये अघर के जगह AHAGGAR भी लिखा. AHAGGAR अघर और अघर प्लेटू कोई भी हो लिखा होगा. सो अघर और अघर प्लेटू यू कैन सी दैट. ओके, इज इट क्लियर टू यू ऑल? बना लिया सभी लोग? हमें और ज़्यादा जानने का जरूरत नहीं है. एंड आई टोल्ड यू इधर इज इथियोपियन हाईलैंड. इथियोपिया, सोमालिया है, केनिया है. अफ्रीका का एटलीस्ट मिनिमम दिस मच यू शुड नो. कॉन्टिनेंट वाइज वी शुड नो दिस मच. ओके, इतना अगर हो गया आपका बेसिक्स हो गया. नो प्रॉब्लम विद दिस. सो अफ्रीका, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, साउथ अमेरिका, ऑल द सदर्न कॉन्टिनेंट का ये सब हो गया. ठीक है. टुमारो आई विल गो फॉर दैट अदर पार्ट ऑफ योर व्हाट यू कॉल द रीजन्स ऑफ रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स विल डू. ये कौन सा है ओशियन, क्या बता पाएंगे क्या? Will you able to say this thing? This is Indian Ocean. This is Indian Ocean, and you know this is Mediterranean Sea. Already written. This is here is Red Sea. This is here is this side you have Atlantic Ocean. It is Atlantic. पक्का Atlantic Ocean है. Then it is Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean is this side. Then you have the Antarctica below. We have this. You are requested to draw this and do certain things here. Okay. I hope it is clear. क्लियर है? डन विथ दिस? ओके, नाउ लेट अस सी वन मोर पॉइंट हियर. अगर ये यहाँ पे ऐसे अफ्रीका में ये जो कंट्री है ना, कुछ कंट्री नॉर्दर्न पार्ट में है. ये वेस्टर्न पार्ट पे है, कुछ कंट्रीज है. अल्जीरिया, टूनिशिया एंड मोरक्को। मागरेब, मैगरेब रिपब्लिक कहते हैं, MAGHREB, मैगरेब कंट्रीज। मैगरेब रिपब्लिक्स। बर्बरी कंट्रीज। मागरेब रिपब्लिक, मागरेब का मतलब होता है वेस्ट। सो द कंट्रीज विच आर लोकेटेड इन द वेस्ट, हियर ATM, क्या है ये? अल्जीरिया, टूनिशिया एंड मोरक्को। These three countries also Barbary tribe हैं, based on this you have Barbary Republic. These three are called as Barbary Republics. These three are called as Barbary Republic. Barbary Republic. ये तीनों को कहा जाता है Barbary Republics. So Berber tribe, some of the geographers like L. Dudley Stamp, LD Stamp उनका नाम है जिसने बोला ये बर्बरी कंट्रीज है जो, तो कभी कभी ये सब आ जाते हैं। सो डोंट वरी ऑन दिस, इफ यू विल गेट दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस एनी टाइम, ट्राई टू डू दैट। ओके, क्लियर है? आई होप इट इज देयर। नाउ आई विल नाउ मूव ऑन टू अनदर एरिया, दैट इज कैन एनीवन टेल मी, जो आपकी मैंने जैसे कहा था नाइल रिवर का बात किया, देयर इज लाइक a canal, Suez Canal is there, which is connecting Mediterranean and the Red Sea. Mediterranean Red Sea को कनेक्ट कर रही है, आर्टिफिशियल कैनल है। So sometime they are asking questions related to the cities located nearby also. So उसको जूम करके देखो आप, जो regions है, like if this is the case of ये अगर रेड सी है, दिस एरिया इज गल्फ ऑफ एक्वाबा, ये है आपका गल्फ ऑफ एक्वाबा। गल्फ ऑफ एक्वाबा इज दिस वन, and this is Gulf of Suez। ये क्या है आपका गल्फ ऑफ सुएज, ये आपका गल्फ ऑफ सुएज, and between these two we have this is here is the Sinai Peninsula. This is the Sinai Peninsula. ये है आपका सिनाई पेनिनसुला, राइट। नाउ इफ यू लुक एट दिस रीजन्स हियर, ऐसे होते हुए, दिस इज हियर इज द Mediterranean Sea. Here is the Mediterranean Sea regions, and river here is draining. कौन सा river है? Nile river. River Nile is here. River Nile. This is Nile river. So cities name they are asking sometimes, cities. This is a city. Here is a city. Here is a city. And here is a city. Do you know that this is the city of Cairo? Cairo is here. This is El Giza. This is Giza. This one is Alexandria. Alexandria is here, and this is here is the Port Said is here, and this is the Port Suez. Port SUEZ, ये है आपका सुएज है, ये है पोर्ट सेड है, अलेक्जेंड्रिया, अल्गीजा, कायरो. कैन यू सी दिस? आप इसको थोड़ा सा बनाइए. एक बार क्वेश्चन आ रखा है, ये सिटीज का ना अरेंजमेंट आ जाता है प्रीलिम में. इन द प्रीलिम दे आर आस्किंग द सिटीज अरेंजमेंट समटाइम्स. Sinai Peninsula, we have zoomed this, like, you know, this is Gulf of Suez. Suez Canal is here. Suez Canal कहाँ है? This is here is the Suez Canal. यहाँ से यहाँ ये है आपका Suez Canal. Suez Canal कहाँ है? This is the Suez Canal here. ये Suez Canal है. This is the Suez Canal. This one is the Suez Canal here. ओके, ये स्वेज कैनाल है. स्वेज कैनाल इज कनेक्टिंग मेडिटेरेनियन एंड दिस इज मेडिटेरेनियन सी एंड द रेड सी, दैट इज गल्फ ऑफ सुएज. यू कैन से स्पेसिफिकली इफ आई से गल्फ ऑफ सुएज इज करेक्ट. गल्फ ऑफ सुएज एंड द मेडिटेरेनियन सी, दे आर कनेक्टेड बाय द सुएज कैनाल. Suez Canal, busiest canal here. Suez Canal is located here. Okay, Suez Canal is here. Hope all of you got this. So, as I just have mentioned, any question of anyone? किसका और कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या बताइए? Any question? Sir, why plateau are not near the fold mountains in Africa? Why plateau are not near the fold mountain in Africa? My friends, you just see here in the Africa map, plateau are not near the fold mountain. ये plateau आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि ये fold mountain एक ही है. ये जो fold mountain है जिसका नाम क्या है, ये Atlas mountain. Remember this Atlas mountain. दिस अटलास माउंटेन, ये जो अटलास माउंटेन फोल्ड माउंटेन है, ये यहाँ पे यूरोप में आल्प्स माउंटेन का एक हिस्सा ही है. दिस इज हियर इज यंग फोल्ड माउंटेन है. देयर इज दिस अफ्रीकन प्लेटू इज वेरी वेरी ओल्ड वन, प्री कैम्ब्रियन टाइम का, बहुत ही पुराना है. नियरली इट इज 3.6 to 2.8 बिलियन ईयर्स एगो दिस पार्ट वाज देयर. सो ये जो है ना इरोजन हो के सबका हाइट कम हो गया है. फोल्ड माउंटेन इज यंग वन. Prior to the fold mountain, these plateaus were formed. That's why, because of a stable landmass and the erosion which has dominated, all these plateaus are eroded plateau in this region, except one, Ethiopian highland. इथियोपिया की जो प्लेटू है वल्केनिक है, और यहाँ का जो माउंटेन है ना, ये आपको बताया ड्रैकेंसबर्ग की, यहाँ पे ये वल्केनिक है. ये वल्केनिक होके फिर ब्लॉक माउंटेन बनी है. दिस इज द ओनली कॉज. ओके, दिस इज द ओनली पॉइंट हियर. Any other question? I hope you got it now. Any other question you have? Any other question? So these are like for today's discussion. I would like to now tell you, कल देखिए, कल आपको आराम से कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. डोंट वरी. थोड़ा सा आप याद भी रख लें, इसीलिए थोड़ा स्लो में ये गया. तो टुडे वी विल सी एंड द नेक्स्ट क्लास विल सी ब्रिटिश क्लाइमेट. ब्रिटिश के बाद हम जाएंगे साइबेरियन, then we have the Laurentian के बाद आ जाएंगे पोलर. I will cover tomorrow between 11 to 1. You will complete this. Okay, ये complete होगा. फिर we can have like some question answer discussion. After that I will start the oceanography part. But आपका दो चीज रह गया था, आपको याद है, जेट स्ट्रीम एंड दिस. आई विल सी, बिकॉज ओशियनोग्राफी में हमें जब ओशियन करंट बताएंगे एल निनो ला निना, आई नीड द जेट स्ट्रीम ऑल्सो एट दैट टाइम. आई विल सी, कल होगा तो होगा, नहीं तो परसों फिर करेंगे. वी कैन हैव दैट जेट स्ट्रीम एंड ऑल अदर. देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स आई वांट, इनफैक्ट मटेरियल दे के ही करेंगे, मटेरियल नहीं दिया आपको अभी तक, सो आई एम वेटिंग। ओशनोग्राफी में if tomorrow if I'll go, tomorrow we will have to do tomorrow ocean bottom relief, ocean bottom, समुंदर के नीचे लेके जाऊंगा मैं आपको, हाँ समुंदर में जाएंगे, we will see what is there in the ocean bottom relief and certain things we will discuss, right? So this is here about today's discussion. Any other things you want to ask, please go ahead. कुछ पूछना है पूछिए, any questions? What materials get from Africa? Okay, fine. कुछ क्वेश्चन है अभी आया मेरे पास. Position of Cairo will be there, sir. All Giza. No. This is given something in different way. कौन सा एटलस है ये? Please rectify. नाइल के किनारे है कायरो. Okay. Check out from Oxford Atlas. How to remember Horn of Africa countries? Please give us a trick. Horn of Africa. Ethiopia, Somalia, Djibouti. हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका. अब क्यों हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका को इतना डर गया है क्या? हाँ भाई, हाँ जी, देखो इधर, आप हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका को इतना डर गया, देखो क्या है हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका. ये हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका है, दिस इज द हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका, ये है ना, ये है आपका इथियोपिया, इधर है इथियोपिया, सोमालिया, Djibouti and Eritrea. Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia. Derisho, Djibouti, Eritrea, Derisho, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia. This is here is the regions, ये regions है. Okay. और एक क्वेश्चन क्या है? What minerals get from Africa? Minerals you are talking about. हाँ. Friends, minerals पे I can say one thing. Bauxite मैंने दिखाया आपको. Some of these are the bauxite. It is deficient in most of the mineral, but you will have some minerals here, like I have written somewhere minerals. हाँ, देखो ये यहाँ वाला बाई प्लेटो में बॉक्साइट है, एंड हियर यू हैव कॉपर इन काटंगा प्लेटू. दारफुर ये रीजन में आयरन ओर है, बट वेरी लेस. बट आई थिंक वन थिंग यू नीड टू से, लाइक मिनरल्स पे, लाइक डायमंड you will get, coal you will get, copper you will get, then you have diamond है, then you have gold है. डायमंड, गोल्ड साउथ अफ्रीका में मेनली है. कॉपर मैंने आई टोल्ड यू कॉपर माइंस आर देयर. कोल साउथ अफ्रीका. द रीजन्स हियर, Natal regions, gold, Johannesburg in South Africa, ब्लोमफेंटेन इन साउथ अफ्रीका, ये दोनों है गोल्ड के लिए है, यू नो इट, नाटाल एंड ट्रांसवाल ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीका, ये भी आपका किसके लिए है, फॉर कोल। एंड you know that copper is from, I told you, Katanga is it copper, ये तो है ही। Diamond, you know the world's largest diamond mine is there. Can anyone tell me the diamond mine names? इतना तो पता होना चाहिए। के में कुछ है क्या? Anyone who remember? In South Africa it is there. बोलो, world's largest diamond mine is here in South Africa. Anyone who can give me the answer? Anyone? Yes. World's largest diamond mine. World's largest diamond mine is here in South Africa. वही तो बता दो। Anyone? बहुत ही फेमस है। World's largest diamond mine. It is in South Africa. So, you know about Kimberley? याद नहीं है? Kimberley mine. Kimberley in South Africa you have here. Okay. So these are the things here which you need to see. So Africa में इतना ही. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will discuss, as I said, these topics. Be prepared and come for this. Tomorrow we will have a discussion about all those topics which I have just mentioned. So requesting all to have a glance over this and come for the class. Okay. So thank you very much. Kimberley. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you.